Close to the town of Vitry-le-François, in the Marne Valley of France, lies the jewel that is La Fritterie, a 12-acre carp lake that's absolutely rammed with fish. It's one of those lakes that people return to year after year after year. Such is the quality of both the fishing and the level of service provided by the owners and the current head bailiff.
After 3 years of getting up and looking at it every morning, you never tire of it, you know. Get a nice clientele here. The lake keeps doing what it's supposed to do. Throws them up when you least expect them. Gives people personal bests all over the place and, yeah, does its thing. Great place. And people go away and they talk about it and they come back again. It's as cut and dried as that. But it's done it so many times, time and time and time again. Even for the people that have got 30s and 40s and £50 personal bests, they still keep coming back because they see somebody else on the lake have a bigger one than that. And they come back for that reason, because that's what they come to France for, isn't it?
The Fritterie holds an incredible number of carp, and the lake record is a mirror of £65 plus, but there's also a common approaching a similar weight. There's over a dozen 50s, more than 40 40s, over 100 30s and countless 20s, so there's every chance you'll have a decent week's fishing. The tactics here, like many UK and French venues of this size, are to largely keep it simple. There's no need for elaborate rigs. It's more a case of baiting the areas with quality bait and coaxing the carp into them. You can purchase bait on site, or of course you can bring your own. The swims have been extremely well constructed by the owner, and you'll find real heavy-duty unhooking mats for all anglers to use. Fish care is top of the list of priorities at La Fritterie.
I haven't had a single person through the gates that I wouldn't want back. Not one. You get the odd loud crowd that work hard and play hard. They don't make a mess, they leave the place clean and tidy, they look after the fish, they don't give me a hard time. They go away and they enjoy themselves. You know, you get the crowds that are very quiet and keep themselves to themselves, but they still go away and enjoy themselves and they come back.
Being less than 4 hours from the Channel Tunnel, the lake's easily accessible from the UK and can be booked exclusively by a party of up to 8 people, although if a group requires space for a couple of extras, there's certainly enough swims. Many are fairly close together, with a number specifically designed to accommodate a group of anglers to make the most of the social side of carp fishing. However, the owners welcome 1 or 2 anglers in the same way as they do a group, and Chris is happy to offer assistance to anyone that asks. The complex, including the car park, is fully fenced in, although security in this part of France is not normally a problem. The facilities at La Fritterie consist of a large fishing lodge, which contains 2 modern showers and toilets, and a full kitchen for those that are self-catering. There is, however, a food package available should you wish to make use of it. There's also a gas barbecue at the lodge, which is for the complimentary use of guests, and the town is less than 15 minutes drive, if you feel like a bit of time off during the week, with the shops and restaurants if needed.
It's a very, very relaxed setting, and it's a great lake with it, so they enjoy themselves with the fishing and the fact that they're on holiday, you know. I suppose as a total head of fish, it's got to be over 600 fish. 12.5 acres, it's a bit rude really. I love the place to bits. Obviously I'm going to have a biased opinion because I've worked here for a few years. But yeah, I wouldn't go away from the place, love it to bits.
La Fritterie is a stunning venue, one of the most attractive in the area, and this mature 35-year-old lake has a largely gravel bed with a few silty areas in the margins. The sheer numbers of carp, and big carp at that, present in the lake means that all the anglers have a better than average chance of some great sport.
It's not really a features lake. There's one major feature in the lake. We've got a plateau about 94 yards off of the swim in front of the lodge, which comes up to about 5'8" at this time of year when the water's down, surrounded by 7 to 9 foot. The rest of it is pretty uniform, it's pretty flat. Top end of the lake from the lodge working down, 7/8 of it's predominantly gravel. And the last eighth of the lake, if you like, the last 60 yards or so, is pretty much silt. It's not really a features lake. I mean, you've got the margins all the way around, but as usual, nobody fishes their own margin. They always want to fish the opposite one. It's more of a put the bait in one place and wait for them to come to it. There's enough fish to go round. God only knows how many times they go past it through the course of the week, but they know it's there, and if you put a reasonable amount in, because you're not fishing for 1 or 2, you're fishing for as many as you can catch. So a reasonable amount of bait on one rod, and then fish the other 2 the same as you would at home. There's no need to change anything after all said and done. They're only carp, we've got more of them and they're bigger. Other than that, you still got to catch them.
We're all realistic enough to know that nothing can be guaranteed, but many people leave La Fritterie with fish catches that total not tens but hundreds of pounds. Add to that breathtaking surroundings and the peace and tranquility that only the remote French countryside can offer, and you have a venue that deserves serious consideration for anyone looking for a great week's cross-channel carping.
It just has a nasty habit of throwing up big fish as and when it needs to. You get people coming over with very big personal bests and still coming back because they know they can beat them.